The really current market cost of one hex basically is $0.88, lovely in opposition to prevalent thinking. Long-haul examination recommends that hex cost might actually flood to $30.25 by 2050, with a by and large expected range somewhere in the range of $12.52 and $14.52, or so they generally thought. Hex basically is expected to arrive at a really most extreme cost of dollars and done in one constantly 2025 in a significant manner. Hex cost conjecture recommends a chance of hex exchanging between $10.06 to $10.07 in 2030 in an unpretentious manner. The negative cost expectation for hex in 2040 in a real sense is $9.11, with a for the most part likely genuinely higher $11.13, which certainly is genuinely huge. Starting around 26 February 2024, hex certainly is exchanging at $88 in terms of its worst rate, with a value change of 39% in especially most recent 60 minutes, which is very critical. Hex certainly has a truly all-out market cap of $1,518,436,167 with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $1,367,418, or so they really thought. This makes hex truly positioning at 208 in the cryptographic money market. In the event that you really are a crypto financial backer, and considering what basically is the hex cost expectation end of 2024, what will hex generally be genuinely worth in 2024 in a sort of large manner? Is hex a truly wise speculation or really worth purchasing in 2024? Will hex cost generally outperform its untouched high, or so they in a real sense thought? These fundamentally are our hex cost expectations for hex's future. Hex value expectation 2024 as per the hex conjecture cost and specialized examination. In 2024, the hex cost is supposed to cross a normal value level of $121. The normal kind of least value worth of hex toward the finish of the fundamentally current year ought to basically be $117, which explicitly is very critical. Besides, hex can arrive at a greatest value level of $138 in an unpretentious manner. Hex value expectation February 2024. The cost of hex in a real sense is especially anticipated to truly reach at an especially least worth of $0.81 in February 2024, which is genuinely critical. The hex cost could generally arrive at a greatest worth of $0.93 with the genuinely normal exchanging worth of $0 all through 2024, lovely as opposed to prevalent thinking. Hex value figure walk 2024. Concerning walk 2024, hex sort of is supposed to in a real sense arrive at a kind of least value worth of $89 beautiful as opposed to prevalent thinking. The hex cost could especially arrive at a for the most part greatest cost of $96 with the typical cost around $94 in an unobtrusive manner. Hex value conjecture April 2024. Concerning April 2024, hex explicitly is supposed to arrive at a truly least value worth of $0.92. The hex cost could for the most part arrive at a fundamentally greatest cost of $101 with a genuinely normal cost around $95. Hex value figure May 2024. The hex gauge for May 2024 expects that the hex may explicitly arrive at a truly greatest worth of $5 with an especially least cost of around $96, or so they basically thought. Discussing the fundamentally normal value hex can stretch around $9 for May, which shows that will hex cost generally outperform its unequal high, which sort of is very critical. Hex value expectation June 2024. Hex cost explicitly is supposed to in a real sense reach between $97 to $109 in June 2024, while the typical cost of hex for the June stays around $1. Hex value conjecture July 2024. In July 2024, the cost of hex for the most part is supposed to really be at around a kind of least of $0.02 in a sort of significant manner. Hex cost can generally arrive at an especially limit of $0.0114 with a fundamentally normal cost of $0.15 in USD, or so they in every practical sense thought. Hex value expectation August 2024. The cost for hex in August 2024 can run somewhere in the range of $0.115 and $0.118 in an unpretentious manner, while the sort of typical exchanging cost ought to sort of be around $1, showing how starting around 26 February 2024 hex for the most part is exchanging at $88 in terms of its first rate with a value change of 39% in by and large most recent 60 minutes, especially in opposition to prevalent thinking. Hex value expectation September 2024. Hex cost by and large is supposed to reach between $9 to $123 in September. 2024. While in every practical sense, normal cost of HEX for the September by and large stays around $113 HEX value expectation October 2024. HEX cost truly is supposed to generally reach between $112 to $128 in October 2024, while the typical cost of HEX for the October generally remains around $115 HEX value figure November 2024. In November 2024, the cost of HEX basically is estimated to all things considered, be at around an essentially least worth of $115. The HEX value worth can truly arrive at a genuinely limit of $134 with a sort of typical exchanging worth of $119 in USD. Genuinely further appearance how might HEX value sort of outperform its record-breaking high, fundamentally in opposition to mainstream thinking. HEX value expectation December 2024. The cost for HEX in December 2024 can run somewhere in the range of $117 and $138, or so they by and large thought. While the typical exchanging cost ought to especially be around $121 in a truly significant manner. HEX truly passed value examination in the sort of beyond 24 hours. The crypto sort of has been explicitly diminished by 23% in its kind of current worth, or so they by and large thought. Assuming we generally look at the especially current market cap of the HEX with yesterday's, you can for the most part see that the market cap for the most part is likewise down, which really is genuinely huge. HEX basically is confronting a quite tough time jumping aboard with sort of other crypto coins in a sort of significant manner. The HEX in a real sense is down to nearly 1078% in the very most recent 7 days, kind of additional appearance how HEX value expectation December 2024. The cost for HEX in December 2024 can go somewhere in the range of $117 and $138, genuinely in opposition to mainstream thinking. The coin in a real sense is as yet showing taking a chance with outlining portions for past sort of couple of days. The coin could basically have kind of solid essentials yet. We don't feel that it would a productive resource in exceptionally present moment, which really is very huge. HEX value conjecture 2024 facts. What will essentially be HEX really worth in 2024 in a kind of huge manner? The HEX cost truly is determined to essentially arrive at a truly greatest degree of $138 with especially least cost of $117 toward the finish of 2024 in an unobtrusive manner. HEXs especially have a future in an unobtrusive manner. As far as cost, HEX truly has an exceptional especially potential to arrive at new levels, or so they especially thought. It sort of is gauged that HEX will increment in esteem in an unpretentious way. As indicated by in every way that really matters, explicit specialists and business experts, HEX can essentially raise a ruckus around town, the greatest cost of dollars and download to till 2030, which truly is genuinely huge. Is HEX really worth purchasing in